Hello everyone, it's Henriette here from Pro-Am Strings. Welcome to this lesson about Ding Dong Merrily on High from the Fiddletime Christmas book. I'm hoping that we can learn this piece together, and by the end of it you'll feel very comfortable playing this on your own. Before we get started playing this, we want to have a look at the last note. The last note of our piece is a G, and we've got one sharp in our key signature, which means that we're playing in the key of G major. When we say that we're playing in the key of G major, this means that the composer uses predominantly, and in this case only, the notes of the G major scale. Now you may have learned the G major scale. If you have, great. If you haven't, I'll put the link to that scale in the description below this video so you can learn it. But those of you who know me a little bit will know that the finger pattern is wide, wide, close, close. And I'm talking about the second fingers here. The second fingers on G and D are wide. The second fingers on A and E are close to the first finger. Now, in this piece, we don't need to worry about the G string or the E string because those notes don't appear. But when you play on the D string, make sure your second finger is a space away from the first finger. And when you play on the A string, your second finger is close to the first finger. That's all you need to know, I think. If you know this song, if you know how to sing it along in your head, and that will make your playing a whole lot easier. We're going slowly, so have your violin ready and you can join in with me. I'll count us in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely job, and very clever playing if you manage to keep on joining me right until the end. Most people find the last 2 lines, and particularly the middle line of this piece, extremely challenging. So if that is you, please don't worry about it because that is very common, and I'm hoping that I will help you in this lesson get to grips with that. So let's have a look at the second line, the middle line, first of all. If you look at the starting note of every single bar on that line, you can see that we're starting on the third finger in the first bar, in bar 5. Then bar 6 starts on the second finger. The next bar starts on the first finger. Then we have an open string. Then on bar 9 we start on the third finger on D, and in bar 10 we start on the second finger. Bar 11, even this sequence is still keeping going, is the first finger. So we're going a tone lower every time, every new bar. It makes it much easier to play when you know that. Now, of course, we have the added challenge here in bar 5 of playing that second finger close. So let's have a really slow go at playing bar 5 and we can try and sort that out, okay? So let's test your fingers. A, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm testing it with the low second finger because we're playing on the A string. Remember, we have got the second finger close. And let's play bar 5, and we'll play bar 5 3 times over. And let's do that again. If you find 4 notes on one bow too many, then by all means split it into 2 bows and you get it like this. Because we're playing quite slowly right now, so 4 notes might be just that little bit too many on one bow. But it's fine if you split it, and then once you learn this and you can play it a little bit faster, then you can go back to slurring 4 notes to one bow. Let's now play bar 5 and bar 6 together. 1, 2. Shall we play that again? And yes, getting better, isn't it? Now we're playing bar 5, 6 and 7, and bear in mind that your starting notes of each of these bars will be the 3rd finger, then bar 6 will be the 2nd finger, and bar 7 will be the 1st finger. And awesome. Shall we do that again? Bar 5, 6 and 7. And very clever. Remember, if you are still getting stuck somewhere, just pause for a moment and see if you can work out why you're getting stuck. Are you playing a different finger somewhere? If that is the case, see if you can work out and actually say out loud which finger you need, and you'll find that actually making that explicit and thinking, why am I getting stuck? What do I need to do to keep on going? That will help, I think. Now, once you've done that, you can resume this video and join us again right now, because we are going to play bar 8 now, and bar 8 will start on the 4th finger. And the reason why I opt to play a 4th finger in bar 8 is that I can then play all the notes in bar 8 on the D string, so I don't need to keep on crossing strings from A to D, you see. So let's start straight on bar 8, and we might just test your fingers there. So we go D, so now I've got all my fingers for bar 8 ready and in place on the violin already. So here we go, bar 8. Now some of you might find that 4th finger really tricky, and that's okay, because it was tricky for me when I first started learning. So let's just see if you can push your elbow a little bit further under the violin, which makes reaching for that 4th finger, that pinky, that little bit easier. You see, when I bring my elbow underneath the violin, it steers my pinky towards the place where I need it, namely on the string. So here we go on bar 8, and let's play it one more time. remember, if you need to split the bow here at the end, split it into 2s rather than 4 notes slurred. We'll play this last bar one more time, bar 8, and... Oh, and now you're getting much better at that bar. So now we're going to join it up from bar 5 again. Now I think once we've now reached bar 8 on this playing, we're going to continue to the end. So bar 5, chest your fingers, and clever practice. You see, we have now unravelled this piece and we've played it bar per bar. Then putting it together, suddenly it started to work, didn't it? So well done for sticking with me here and for joining in and really getting better at it. Now for an end of this video, we're going to play the whole song again. So from the beginning to the end with both repeats. 3, 4. Merry Christmas everyone. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.